Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of this magnificent facility, huh? It has been a long time coming, but we are pleased to unveil the $700 million magnificent new casino resort right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. There are so many people to thank, so many organizations that came together to work hard to put this project together. It takes a whole community, it takes a whole team, it takes the support of an owner and founder and chairman and sole owner of Landry's Inc. to put this together. So how about a big round of applause for everybody who's here today, acknowledging those that put it together. We have some very important dignitaries on stage that will have the opportunity to take the stand here and address each of you in just a moment, but there's other dignitaries in the audience that I thought it would be important to go ahead and acknowledge right now. In the event that I happen to miss one of you, there are hundreds of you out there, my apologies, but just to address a few from the Louisiana State Police, we have Mayor Noel. Mayor Noel. Oh, Major Noel, I'm sorry, Major Noel. We have Representative A.B. Franklin. We have from the Port of Lake Charles, Bill Race and John LeBlanc. And we have numerous elected city and parish officials. So how about a big round of applause for your elected folks? Without further ado, let's begin with the acknowledgments. First, you know him as the mayor, Randy Roach. How about a big round of applause for Randy Roach? Mr. Roach, if you would address the audience, I'd appreciate it.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And welcome to everyone from Southwest Louisiana and to our great friends from just across the river in Texas. Welcome to Louisiana. Welcome. I see you waving. That's right. My dad was born in Texas. I know all about Texas. Great state. It's a great day here in Southwest Louisiana, and for our friends in Texas, if I mention the Kleckley Parish Police Jury, I'm talking about a county commission, okay? And we do a little bit of duck hunting here in Southwest Louisiana. I imagine you do a little bit of that in Texas as well. And there's an old story that sometimes is used to describe politicians, and it says that we shoot at everything that flies, and we claim everything that falls, okay? But in this particular case, I don't know that anybody can actually say that he or she was responsible for this, because if you study the history of where we have traveled for the last several years, going from Sugarcane Bay to today, it's been an interesting history. But driving here today, I also remember a trip that I took several years ago to a little place in Texas called Kemah. Y'all know about Kemah? And I was told about this great investment that was made over there in Kemah. I went over there to see it, and it was very, very impressive. And I was told that there was a man by the name of Tilman Fertitta in the Landry's organization. They helped put that together, spent about $100 million, and it's been very successful as well as very impressive. And there are people that still today ask me as mayor, do you think we could do something like that in Lake Charles? Well, today I think they have their answer. No one could have imagined that one day Mr. Tilman, Mr. Fertitta, I should say, and the Landry's organization would come here to Lake Charles and do something even bigger. And today, as you've just heard, we're standing at the front door of a $700 million investment. Now, let me say something a little bit about the man behind that investment, and just bear with me if you will. I remember the first time that I met Mr. Fertitta. It was shortly after he had acquired the license from Ameristar, and his reputation preceded him. The more you learn about Mr. Fertitta and his business career, the more that you can't help but be impressed by his marketing skills and the positive economic effect that his business endeavors have had on the communities that they have served. It's been a pleasure to meet him, to get to know him, and to see how he works. It's obvious why he is so successful. He truly cares about what he does. He cares about the people who work for him. And most of all, as you stand out here, he cares about you, the customer. And he wants to make sure that your experience is a good experience. He's also a family man. and that also speaks to the sense of joie de vivre, the joy of life that we have here. It illustrates his Louisiana roots. He's someone that's also known for his generosity, giving back to the community with his many charitable endeavors and the community service involvement, particularly in the Houston area where he lives. He knows talent when he sees it, and he's assembled a very impressive executive staff. And we have worked with them over the past several months in order to help make this facility happen, and I want to thank them for their dedication, for their commitment to our community. And at the risk of leaving out anybody, I'll just mention two names, but they represent the whole team. And that's Mr. Michael Kelly, who is general manager, and Gary Mullins, who has been managing all this construction that you see. Both of them have been great to work with, and I appreciate them. And I also want to say this, as mayor, I'm very encouraged by the spirit of friendly competition and cooperation between Mr. Fertitta and the Golden Nugget team and Mr. Sanfilippo and the LaBerge organization. It mirrors the spirit of cooperation that is reflected in the regional way that we do business here in Southwest Louisiana. I would be remiss if I did not mention that the success of this project on the public side of the fence is based on committed leadership from a variety of organizations right here in Southwest Louisiana. The City Council, we have with us Mr. Mark Eckert, Mr. Stuart Weatherford, Mr. Rodney Guillen, Mr. John Ayu, and I believe Ms. August and Ms. Morris were going to try to make it, but I don't know if they were able to make it. But anyway, our members of the City Council were very committed to this project and worked very hard with us in order to get the things done that needed to be done to be able to make this facility a reality. The Calhoun Parish Police Jury, as I mentioned, those are the county commissioners. That police jury had to be a part of this as well. Of course, the Port of Lake Charles that owns this property, they were very involved in this process. The Commission and Visitors Bureau that helps to promote this area from a marketing standpoint as a region and as a destination, together with the communities of Calhoun Parish being Benton, DeQuincy, Sulphur, Ioway, and Westlake. They are all a part of this, and I had to acknowledge them and recognize their participation. So, Mr. Fertitta, on behalf of the people in the communities of Southwest Louisiana, we wish you and the Landers organization the best of success as you begin your new business venture with this beautiful new venue. This is an exciting time for Lake Charles in the southwest corner of the state. Your project is helping to lead the way in what is now a time of unparalleled economic growth for our area. We warmly welcome you and the Landers organization in our community. We share your love of life and hope that you will think of Lake Charles as your home away from home. To the employees who are gathered here, those who are out front, those who are behind the scenes, you are a key part of the heart of this organization, and we appreciate your commitment to the Landers organization and to our community as well. Our commitment is to continue our efforts to make Lake Charles a great place to do business and to enjoy the family relationships as well as the friendships that make life worth living. Thank you all for being here this afternoon and allowing me a few moments of your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Roach. Thank you very much for those kind remarks. He asked me before he stepped on the stage, do I have 700 words? I said, I bet you have more, and he did. So thank you very much for those kind remarks, Mayor. Next, how about a big round of applause for Speaker of the House, Mr. Chuck Kleckley.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Lake Charles. I'm a lifelong resident of Lake Charles. I've lived here all my life, was born and raised here, and it's just a great opportunity for Lake Charles. Many of us have felt like we would never see this happen today. If, as Randy said, if you follow the history of this license and this where it's been and where it's come to, where it is today. Randy talked about his father was born in Texas. Well, just in full disclosure, my mother and father were born in Texas. You know, I also want to thank the Calhoun Parish Police Jury, the governing authority for the parish. They've done an incredible job here, support the casino, support the Cove Lane project. They have been a very integral part of this project, calling the election for this referendum so this casino could be in here in Calhoun. I want to thank them. And then also I want to thank the Lake Charles Port, because this is the land that this casino was built on. It was with their cooperation and with their commitment and with their dedication that they've worked with Golden Nugget and their team to make sure that this project has happened. But let me dial back a little bit and digress a little bit to about 16 months ago when Tilman Fertitta walked into City Hall of Lake Charles and met with local officials and wanted to talk about this new project, about this $600 million project that he had just bought or purchased from Ameristar. And I'm going to be very honest and very frank with you. I was a little apprehensive. I was a little cautious about this. Who is this guy from Texas coming in, buying this property, and what is he going to do with it? What is it going to look like when he's finished? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you today, it didn't take long for you to understand Tilman's vision. During his presentation, you could immediately see that his passion, you could immediately see his energy, his enthusiasm. And it came very clear to me, and I believe many of us were in that room that very day, that Tilman Fertitta wanted to make a statement with this project. And I think, if you haven't been in there yet, you will see, and I believe Tilman Fertitta has made a statement with this project. Needless to say, after that meeting, I was sold. A few days later, I'm sure Tilman and his team remembers, we were at the Capitol in Baton Rouge. He appears before the Gaming Control Board. It was my honor and my pleasure to sit alongside with Senator Marsh, with Tilman at the table, in support of this project, before the Gaming Control Board, to make sure that this project was done right, make sure it was done quickly, and make sure that it was done in everything that we expected it to be for Southwest Louisiana, and he's achieved that goal. Tilman, I can tell you, you have made a statement here in Southwest Louisiana and Louisiana. This facility is a game changer. You have raised the bar in the state of Louisiana, and you have far exceeded our expectations. I want to thank you for your confidence in Louisiana. I want to thank you for your confidence in Southwest Louisiana. But most important, I want to thank Tilman for his confidence in the people of Southwest Louisiana, the people that were part of this construction project, the people that made it where it is today, got it to where it is. And then I want to thank the people that will work here, that will make this project become a success, that will make this project become a profitable venture for Mr. Fertitta, Golden Nugget, and Landry's. That's what's important, that we remember that this project, as it moves through. Tilman, I just want to tell you, Southwest Louisiana is looking forward to a long-term relationship with you and your team. And we completely understand, in order to make this happen, this property must be a success. And we look forward to working with Landry's, Tilman Fertitta, his team, as we move forward from this day forward. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming to Lake Charles.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for those kind remarks. Well, how about another big round of applause? We've got another dignitary coming to the podium, so if you would, please join me in welcoming Colonel Mike Edmoson of the Louisiana State Police.
Thank you very much. What an exciting day for Lake Charles, for Calcasieu Parish, but all of the state of Louisiana, and certainly our dear friends in Texas. I didn't live there. My family didn't live there. I played baseball there, so not always successful either. But it is exciting for me to stand up here for several reasons. Certainly to tell Mr. Tilman Fertitta and his staff, job well done. Outstanding for the city. When we talk about integrity, and the reason I wear this badge on my chest is not because it's a right, it's because it's a privilege. It's a privilege that you, the public, allow me to wear this. When we talk about integrity, nothing is more important to me and to my organization, the Louisiana State Police, the Department of Public Safety, is the integrity of gaming. We've been doing that for over a quarter of a century. And in those 25 plus years, what's most important to us is make sure it's done right. Every time we had a question, a concern, or maybe even a problem, what was brought to the table was solutions by Golden Nugget. And you should be proud of that. What I'd like for you to do is join me in a round of applause from my teams, the Louisiana State Police and the Department of Public Safety, that helped work for the past 2 years to put this together. Louisiana State Police and Public Safety. And thank you, Mr. Fertitta. But to you, the public, you're the reason they're here. You will be the reason that they will be successful. So Thank y'all very much for allowing me to do my job. Thank y'all.
I feel like running through a wall now. That was a passionate speech. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you very much. Before I bring Mr. Fertitta up to the stage, there's one other speaker that we'd like to ask to join us up here today. He's the chairman of the Louisiana Gaming Control Board, and he has done a fantastic job being a great partner with us, and we've asked him to make some remarks today. So how about a big round of applause for Mr. Ronnie Jones?
Good afternoon. For you guys, for most of you, this is about entertainment. This is about fun and games and gambling and the entertainment venues and the restaurants. For me, representing the Gaming Control Board, it's about economic development. And Lake Charles has already hit the jackpot. There have been construction jobs in this area for the last, 18, 24 months to put this place together. They bought lumber, they bought glass, drywall, plumbing, fixtures. This has already paid off for this area, and we're grateful for that. I'm not the Gaming Promotion Board, but I do believe that if the Gaming Control Board operates properly and regulates in accordance with the law, but in a fair way, that it promotes economic development in this state. And this place is a testament to that. I have to tell you, everything that Mr. Fertitta touches is going to be first class. His heart, his passion, his soul, and his money have gone into this place. And we are appreciative of that. And we look forward to continuing a great relationship with Landry's and Mr. Fertitta for many, many years to come. We welcome him to Louisiana. We welcome you, those who don't live in Louisiana. We welcome you here. We want you to come back again and again. I want to thank Mr. Fertitta and his people. They could not have been a better team to work with. And we're making, with this property coming online, this will be the first time since Katrina that all 15 riverboat licenses have been up and operational in the state of Louisiana. Nearly 9 years, nearly a decade, and we're back in business. We're glad to be here. Congratulations.